live.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, folks. It is I, the gorilla. It is he, the cowboy, and it is us, the Algo Factory. That is what we do every single day, and we are not in LA nor New York. We left those places to join forces to be part of a revolution of algorithmic trading that we teach you not only how to trade, but to build the algorithms that trade on your behalf 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, no matter the markets, no matter the situation. Wherever you are, Algo Factory is there for you. And with that being said, Cowboy, let's get into it.
Yeah, I got Opus Minimus asking me here, Cowboy, do you ever miss processing crab out of the Bering Sea? You know what? It's been a while. That crab work could take it out of you. And quite frankly, sometimes you just want to see some sunshine. So no more crab fishing for me. But he says I fished on 18 crab boats. Was I in St. Paul, Occitan, or Dutch Harbor? Primarily Dutch Harbor. And I'm glad to see you're in the warm water too, Makawao. Makawao. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not Hawaiian, but I think it's Makawao. Maui. P.S. You got to see it. 10 billion Opalo crab disappeared a couple of years. Yes, because I ate them all. Ate all the crab. That's what happens. You get hungry out there. Let's take a look at whatever you guys want to look at. We got, Monday? I did a show, and I put it up on Algo Factory. I did a show yesterday, and it's just talking about what's going on this week. Don't be surprised to see the market kind of get slow, because Wednesday is the FOMC. And FOMC, I don't know, V, what do you think about the FOMC? Do you want to share that here, or you want to share that in private?
We share the FOMC in private, can't you see?
All right. So here's the thing about the FOMC. A lot of people are just kind of concerned. Like, is there going to be a hike? Is it going to be a surprise? Like, what's going to happen? The market actually really took a turn yesterday. And I want to start by looking actually at what may be a very important currency. But now we've talked about this. What's up, Cool Cat? We've talked about what I'm about to talk about a number of times here on the live show. So this is not going to be something that, that only the private group gets. But when I told everybody, when the USD JPY breaks above 152, because it was bouncing off 152-ish as a high for a number of years, I think since like 2020. And when it breaks above that, you're going to be seeing a change in the world paradigm. Okay, so I was trading last night, as I will do. I think Sunday nights are fun. I really actually like to hop on, trade the European Open, and then just bullshit over on Twitter Spaces. Spend a lot of time on Spaces these days, and all of a sudden, all these alarms started going off, and the fucking JPY. I sent a message to V. You were probably asleep at that point. JPY in a very short amount of time did just this nasty like Hitler candle. I mean, just freaking gnarly. I'm going to show you how quickly it happened. We're going to go to the 30. Actually, no, we'll probably go to the 5-minute chart for effect. Because this thing, I mean, I don't know what happened. V, I don't know if you heard any news about Japan. But look at this. This is insane. This is in like just a little over a half hour. Most of it in the first 10 minutes. This is JPY. What this looks like to me is the Japanese went ahead and started protecting or something, okay, so let's back up a little bit. So the Japanese yen was being used, it may still be being used as a sort of pressure relief valve for the U.S. equity system. Now, the entire world invests in the U.S. stock market by design. This is part of kind of a wider Bretton Woods type scenario, right? The U.S. has the world reserve currency. The U.S. buys goods from other countries. Other countries take those dollars and invest it into the U.S. stock market. It's a pretty simple solution that happened for decades. And whenever there needed to be liquidity, thank you, Daniel. Whenever there needed to be liquidity, the Japanese yen was used, right? And there's a few other reasons why that might be, but interestingly enough, the Japanese yen, or the Japanese had to, I don't know if they were forced to, I don't know who made what deal, but they were in basically permanent negative interest rates for years. Like, I want to say 8 years. And they're talking about their first possible, even considering an interest rate hike, in like, I think over 12 years. And that happened last month. Now, ever since then, the Japanese yen broke some records, right? It looks as if there might be what I think is a currency war. Now, what you're seeing on the screen happened last night. And this is remarkable. I don't think I've seen price action like this in quite a while on the Japanese yen or any other Forex market. But this happened at, what is this, midnight 05 New York time, right? East Coast time. And that is about a 3.5% drop in a very short amount of time. And that means that the yen got stronger against the dollar, right? Because this is the US dollar versus.
That is the BOJ coming in to protect the currency, man.
That's what it looks like to me. It's either the
that
BOJ.
Is what they're doing.
It's got to be. And on top of that, it might also be that something happened in the bond market, because it might be that the BOJ was monitoring, right, how well the U.S. could, and I'm guessing it's the U.S., could continue to manipulate their currency. Because I can't see any other reason why what I'm about to show you would happen, right? So let's going to zoom out, right? This is all yesterday's price action that you're seeing, maybe 2 days worth. But if you back out to the weekly chart, when you can see several years worth of price action, you'll notice that the Japanese yen has just been going up and up and up. Let's take this off here. But then it was staying below this yellow line, which is this 152. And I mean, this really is what you're looking at is a very specific pattern. It's called a bearish ascending triangle. So the price movement here is no surprise, but it looks like the Bank of Japan was protecting the yen at 152 and finally ran out of juice. And it might be that they knew this was going to happen. I'd imagine they did know this would happen. But this moved down, and the fact that it got crushed after this many years worth of like what appears to be carefully controlled price action tells me the BOJ came in to protect, just like V said. Now, for the BOJ to protect against speculators, I'm imagining those speculators ran out of gas. Whether that's temporary or permanent, I don't know. But I might keep my eye on the Forex news to see if there is something going on over the Bank of Japan. That's a big deal, what you're seeing right here. With Bank of Japan, the Japanese yen going above.
And you're going to see the American stock market, the equities market, respond in kind to this move, because this was something that the Japanese did without any real consideration for what the hell the Americans are going to be thinking. I guarantee you that. This is definitely to do it this late or this early in the morning before markets even open in the U.S. I'm telling you, it's a move right there.
Yeah, that's a move. Yeah, let's take a quick look before we move over to private. We'll see how the equities market is responding. It looks as if the dollar, we should probably look at the USD too. First, we'll look at the equities. Okay. And we'll look at a lower time frame so we can actually, no, we can't do that. The futures, were the futures open? Yeah, I think futures were open at that point. Let's take a look. I don't really trade equity index futures, but let's see, this is a 30-minute chart, and this happened right here, right there. Okay, not a ton of reaction at the time. Let's see, Sunday 28. Yeah, so the event happened right about here on the chart. So equities market didn't respond, but it's not really open. A large amount of people are not trading. So for the markets not to be open, essentially, I'm assuming this is like pre-market trading or futures trading. Look at this move down. That is pretty significant to go from 51.50, 51.50, almost perfect, down to 51.30. That's notable to happen before the market opens. So we're going to see in about almost an hour what's really going to happen to the market open. In fact, one way to do that is to go to the futures market. Okay, so pre-market is actually pushing upwards, right? So on the SPY. Let's see about the Dow. Dow pre-market pushing upwards, and the nasty NASDAQ. All of them, okay, so everything's pushing up. So I don't know if, this is being held up. I don't know what's happening. It's going to be interesting, but for now, V the Gorilla, sir, can you push us over to the private?
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, join us in the private. Don't wonder if this is for you. It's the most prolific group and for less than the price of a bottle of water. So join us, algofactory.tech.
Join us or die.